So what's so special about BTV? Well, right off the top, it's quick, it's easy. The user interface does not get in the way of your creativity. If you have an idea, 2 minutes later, 3 minutes later, you're listening to your idea come back to you. It's built around a real-time recording concept. So you can start tapping out your idea, tapping out samples immediately. As soon as you have an idea, you can move at the speed of your inspiration. The technology enables you to get your ideas down, but does not get in the way. So who is BTV for? Well, I would say that it's simple enough for a beginner, but it's powerful enough for a pro. If you are a beginner and you're getting into it for the first time, well, the user interface is very easy. It's very simple. It doesn't get in the way of your creativity. Sounds are great out the box. You don't have to do a whole lot of sound design. And if you still need help learning it, then we have online tutorials that'll help you out. If you're a seasoned veteran and you got 20 years of experience like me, well, then you still don't want the interface to get in your way. You want to get on, you want to get your ideas out, you want to make music, you want to be inspired, and you want to hear your ideas coming back with you in 5 minutes. BTV does that for you. It doesn't get in your way, and it's powerful enough to give you a professional sound. I can put this on my Mac, I can take it on an airplane, I can hear an idea, I can get that idea down, and I get stuff that's good enough that I can go back into a studio with a Neve, with an SSL, I can plug directly in, and I can dump this stuff right into Pro Tools, right into Logic. I can continue my performance, I can continue my production. So, you know, no matter whether you're entry level and this is your first drum machine, this is your first program to make music, or whether you got, you know, decades in the game, I think you'll find BTV is going to be helpful in your production rig. So in terms of usefulness, BTV is as integrated or as self-contained as you would want it to be. Right here on my Mac Pro, I can just go with it just as it is, and I can access all the sounds from the front keyboard. Or if I want to, I can plug in an external keyboard controller and I can play chords and I can play keys with that. I can run it standalone, or I can also plug it into my DAW like Logic or Pro Tools or Live or Window. It's just a matter of how you want to integrate BTV into your setup. Do you want to use it as a scratch pad, standalone, or do you want to integrate it into your DAW and your existing system? It's okay, all about
so that. I'm going to just stop talking about it and make a beat.
Another layer. And I'm gonna hit my record button. Now notice that keeps playing, and now I can go to a new track. I can bring in that same kit, and now I have another track that I can add things on, but it's not recording because I've turned my record off. That's the cool thing about this, is you can try out your ideas and you can add them in or you cannot add them in. So I'm gonna add another level in here. Once I know what I want, I can let it cycle around, or I can RTZ. I'm gonna just let this come back around. Now I'm gonna go to another track and I'm gonna find another song, or I'm gonna find another kit. Yeah, I like that, so I'm gonna lock that in. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to another track, click my track button, and I'm gonna go to track 4. Instead of looking at my virtual kits, I'm gonna double click, and now I see my instruments. So I see one that I like. I'm gonna just pull this one up, double click that, and let's see what it does. Yeah, I'm gonna hit my bank up button and I'm gonna get a higher octave. I like that, so I'm gonna record it. I don't like that, and if you don't like something, then you can just undo. And another thing that I decided that I wanted, instead of a 4-bar loop, I want an 8-bar loop. So I'm gonna just go to my bar length. I'm gonna set my bar length to 8 bars using my up arrow, and I'm gonna kind of play with this first, so I'm gonna make sure that make sure that I'm doing the right thing, and then I'm gonna come back and record it. Now notice that we've got an 8-bar loop, and that's the cool thing about BTV is that I can have an 8-bar loop here, but notice in my first and second tracks that I've already laid down, and in my third track, it's 4 bars. So these bars, these two patterns are gonna loop twice within this pattern, which track 4 is gonna go 8 times. So okay, so I like that. So, and then I'm gonna go back to the top. Now I could wait for this to come back around, but if it's a long one, like a 16 or 18 bar pattern, I'm gonna just go to RTZ. Oops, one more time. Like this. Go down to the synths, and let me find something I like. Lay that down. Back to the top.